Already on the way to, it's Eric Pierce here, by the way. On the way to pick up Ivana, my daughter, get her from school, and then take her to Nana's. It's my mom's place. Then got a haircut at 2:30, and then after that I've got more work to do. I am putting together a list, and I've been wanting to get this done for a while, but ironically I've been procrastinating on it. It's the thing I battle with the most is procrastination, because sometimes what happens with me, especially like with a list like this, like I know what to put down, but then what happens is I I second guess it, meaning the things that that I'm going to notate, because it's a productivity list. I'm like, well, because here's what I'm doing. I'm working on my 20%, the 20% that produces the 80%, because I'm going to be hiring an assistant next year. Which, by the way, if you're an assistant and you see this, please contact me. I'll be looking for probably spring next year, something to that effect. But what I'm trying to do is identify my the 80% that the 20% I do that produces the 80%, and then the 80% that does 20%, I'm going to hire an assistant for. So, I know a couple of things that of the 20% that, working social media. Whenever I do anything in social media, it produces pretty close to about as instant of results as you can get instant. And I've just really learned that well over the last several years. And so, whenever I go do anything, it produces. And so that's going to be in the 20%. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to break it down to where I know exactly what I do in that 20%. For example, instead of just saying, posting to social media, I'm going to note specifically what I post in social media that produces, because I want to know exactly what is in that 20% and exactly what's in the 80% of the things I do that I would call busy work, productive work versus busy work. I'm going to take that busy work and I'm going to delegate it. So anyway, point being, I got to get that list done. Once I get that list done, I'm going to take a closer look at it, because then I'm going to build out some more business plans out of it, because next year this business is going to really take off. I mean, it's already taken off, but it's really going to take off even more, especially with the couple of moves I'm about to start making. It's going to be really good. And sorry, I'm driving right now, which is why I'm not looking at the screen. And there's an older lady in front of me not paying attention to what she's doing. I'm actually watching the road, even though I'm recording it. And this lady is not watching the road. And she just crossed over to the opposite side of the road, almost into another car. She's driving extremely slow. And it's like she has no idea what she's doing. It's so annoying to be behind people like this. It's like, just pull off the road. Get out of the way while you're impeding traffic. Stop impeding traffic at least. Let us get out of the way and get on to what we're trying to do. And sorry, my arm was on the armrest there and I hit a bump. But anyway, so I'm going to get that list done. And I got some more things I got to put on my whiteboard. I'm a huge believer in a whiteboard. I use it as a vision board as well as kind of knowing. So here's what I do. I reverse engineer everything. So I find my goal, what my goal is, not my dream, but my goal. I write that goal down, like exactly what it is. And then from there, I reverse engineer. So then I say, okay, what's it going to take? What do I need to get there? And so I note, the things I need to get there. I do my math. For example, I'm figuring out how to turn this into a $100 million company in the next few years. And from there, had to do that. Gosh, the lady was annoying. So from there, I know what the goal is. I mean, the goal is actually, to be honest with you, is a lot bigger than that, but I write that down. From that point, I go to, okay, what do I need? What kind of assets do I need to get there? Okay, what's the math on those assets? So I've figured this out, and I've got all kinds of math written on my board now. So then it comes down to a timing thing. Okay, when do I think I can do that? And this all comes from trying to accomplish in, for example, in 6 months, what would normally take 10 years. Because to me, a 10-year goal is no good unless you're actually doing something about it. So why do I want to take 10 years if I can do it in 5 years or in 3 years or 7 years, whatever the case may be? Whatever that period of time is, it's better than 10 years. I want to wait 10 years to reach some of these goals. So I'm trying to do it in 5 years or less. And I'm trying to take that 5 years and do it in 3 years. Take that 3 years, do it in 1 year. Take 1 year and do it in 6 months. And really what it comes down to is courage. What do you have the courage to do? It doesn't take money to make money. It takes courage to make money. Do you have the guts to pull the trigger on something that's a risk? Now, granted, what I'm doing is a calculated risk. That's why I do so much math before I do it. But I've pretty much already made the decision. That's the thing. So I've made the decision. Now it comes down to, okay, do you have the guts to pull the trigger? Or when is that going to be? So for me, my goal is February, March, pull the trigger on this next move, which is going to be it's going to be a big move for where we're at right now. However, it's literally going to, it's going to more than 10x the business. I'm going to use Grant Cardone's term, 10x. It's going to more than 10x the business. I mean, it's going to multiply it unbelievably. And the move, I've got 2 moves that I want to make in the next, let's see, this is November, so December, January, February, March, that's 3 to 4 months. And then another 6 months after that. So let's see, let's go March, April, May, June, July, August, September. No, I'm going to try to make it. I'm going to try to make 2 moves. There's 2 major moves. The goal is to make one in 3 to 4 months, and then another one in another 3 to 4 months. So 2 major moves for 2022. So anyways, that's what I'm working on right now. So once I go pick up my daughter, drop her off at Nana's, which I need to call her once I get done talking to y'all. And then go get that list done so I can finally move on from that list. And by the way, that list will constantly change. It's not something that's set in stone, obviously. It's what's the 20% right now that produces the 80%. That'll be different in 2 months, So, well, maybe not. Some of the stuff will be different. Some of it won't. Because as I start to delegate, then that 20% will change because, your responsibilities change. And I'm also, within that trying to find things that I do networking-wise, stuff like that, because I'm a huge believer in networking. And that's one thing that makes 30A Boat Valet different is the driving force behind it. The driving force behind it's relationships. A lot of people don't know how to do that. I learned to do that a long time ago. Still learning. Still a student of it. But anyway, So I'll keep you posted. Follow along. Here we go.